thank you for watching my video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another in the PvP build series, and we're actually going to be looking at the Ranger today. And as you can probably tell, this is a build that's actually set up to take advantage again of the new changes to condition damage. So you may have seen previous videos looking at the Burn Guardian or the Well Necromancer. Today we're actually going to be looking at the Trapper Ranger. And this is a build that suddenly really came into play with huge updates to conditions that stack. And I wanted to show you what this Ranger can do, because this Ranger is very, very effective. So let's start off and we'll have a look at the build. So we actually have Axe and Torch. Now there are a number of different sort of weapons you can go with for the Ranger. And if you actually have a look, you can go with Sword Mainhand because you do get that poison, but you don't get any other conditions on there. Which is why I have Axe, because you get that 5 stack of bleed and chill. Axe in the offhand again is not very valuable. The dagger in the offhand, however, does give you some conditions, but the torch is far much better in this situation. Again, for the alternate weapon, we actually have short bow. So that is what we actually have regarding our equipment. And let's look at the sigils. We have Sigil of Agony, so we increase the bleed duration. And we also increase the burning duration. On the short bow, we take Sigil of Torment, which obviously gives us that extra bit of condition damage, and the Sigil of Venom, which is increasing the poison duration, which on our short bow we get a lot of stacks from, as well as our trap. And that's where we come into the condition damage. Let's have a look. We actually run Carrion Amulet. The reason being, we get a huge health boost. If you compare that to the Rabid Amulet, it's almost 10,000 more health. And that is a huge survival boost. The only downside here, we don't really have too much Condi removal. The only really thing we do have is Healing Spring. Rune of the Crate we run because we get more condition damage, we get more bleeding duration, and when we use our elite skill, which is Entangle, we actually pop a Torment, Poison, and Bleeding. So again, more and more condition damage. And let's look at the traits. Skirmishing, Beast Mastery, and Wilderness Survival. We gain swiftness when swapping weapons. Boons and conditions caused by traps last longer, and this is a major situation. This is one of the major things. Look how much bleeding we actually do. 14.5 seconds of bleeding. Again, 3/4 seconds of poison there. We're doing a lot of damage from the Trapper's expertise. Gain Fury when swapping weapons. Bleeding you cause is much more dangerous, so we do an extra 20% more damage with bleeding. Increased chance to critically strike from attacking from behind or the side, and damaging and condition duration is increased for a while after dodging. So this is really handy. If you dodge around, your condition damage actually goes up by 10%, and also your short bow skills recharge faster, and your arrows pierce, which is good for multiple targets. Beast Mastery, we get more powerful pet, and our critical hits grant might to our pet. While we're above 90% threshold, our pet does more damage. Our pet inflicts weakness on the target when you use the F2 skill. Pets move faster and deal more damage on critical hits. And Axes gain ferocity while wielding Axe in your main hand. Winter's Bite is actually now an AoE skills, which is the skill 3, which is pretty handy because you chill a large amount of people and can inflict weakness. And then we have Wilderness Survival, increases endurance regeneration. Pets deal extra condition damage, so you can see here we actually have Confusion and Weakness, so they'll be doing a lot more condition damage Confusion. There's not much else we need to take there. You and your pet gain protection when you dodge roll. Gain condition damage while wielding a torch or a dagger. So while we've got the torch and the dagger here, we actually gain more condition damage. Our pet takes less damage while we're above 90% threshold. And after swapping pets, your pet's first attack will inflict poison, and your poison damage is increased. There isn't much else that we really wanted to do. We don't actually have any survival skills, particularly. We're all traps here. We could take Empathic Bond instead of this, which would actually, every 10 seconds, we remove conditions. So that is something that we can do. It is a slight choice that you can do, but this is a significant poison damage. And let's have a look at this quickly in action. Let's have a look at get some of the golems in action. And one of the things, if we actually look at the skills here, we run Healing Spring because this is our only Condi removal that we can actually use. We actually have Spike Trap, Viper's Nest, and Flame Trap. There is one more trap that we don't take with us, and that is the Chill Trap. It's not really that relevant, doesn't do too much damage. And the Elite is Entangle. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to put the guard, the pet on guard mode. And we're just going to go in and we're going to put our 3 traps. Okay, so you can see here we've got the Golem, and we'll put the Flame Trap, we'll put the Poison Trap, and we'll put the Spike Trap. That's it. Not doing any attacks. And let's have a look. It's already getting knocked down, and just using our utility skills, we've killed off the Golem. Really, really quick. Look at the combat log. You'll see there's so much condition damage. Look how much poison damage that we're getting there. Burning's doing a lot of damage. Bleeds is doing a lot of damage. We really have taken out that enemy there. What we're going to do, we're going to take out the Chieftain next. And remember, this time we're going to go full out. We've got a pet skill, which is going to do, which is Confusion, really, really handy. Our other pet is actually a Wolf, because if you do get downs, using Wolf to fear everyone away is a real lifesaver. So let's go in. We'll put Chill on there, and let's put some traps down. There we go. Put the torch down. Use our F2 skill. Put the healing trap down, and there we go. He's dead. I mean, look at the amount of bleeding we had. Look at that. In one tick, he actually got 5,000 damage from burning and bleeding combined. A substantial build. And this is a really, really good build. I have to say, there is some downsides. It is very reliant on, against things like necromancers, which can transfer the conditions to you. It's a pretty devastating to come back for them to really inflict all those conditions on you, because you don't have that Condi removal. However, against people like warriors, guardians, it's really, really effective. Elementalists, every other profession, mesmers. I also, as well, though, you are limited to sort of the damage that you can do in that particular area. It's all about pinning them down, which again is very useful for conquest on points. So if you've got an enemy that's bunkering that point, using these traps will really inflict a lot of damage. I wanted to show you as well on the short bow, you can actually pierce. So there we go, you can see we're doing damage to 2 golems there. And let's go and have a look at some in-game action. Okay, so you can see here we're on Legacy, and we've got an enemy, we've got an engineer coming in. So let's see how we perform against the engineer. Now he's obviously got his shield, and he's got the mortar kit. So you can see here we've got a lot of condis going on him, and he's really struggling, and that's him going to be down. I mean, you can see how many stacks of poison. We actually had 10 stacks of poison. If you look at the condition damage in the combat log, we did a significant amount of damage. Every tick we were doing around 2,000 to 3,000 damage. And I'm just going to let my pet finish him off. I don't need to bother with going for him. None of his allies are going to come and help him out. And that's it. He's down nice and easily, really simple. We move on. We've got Forest. Sorry, we're still on Legacy, actually. And we've got the Engineer again. And I wanted to show you this just as a second time that it wasn't a fluke. And so here we go. He's going to come in. He pulls me. So I've got a 5 stack of confusion on me. I'm going to get those stacks of bleeding on him, and we're going to get the poison going. He does do the knockback, so he does manage to decap the point, so he did well there. But we've still got those traps going. I'm trying to use a bit of my torch skills to inflict burning, because the burning does a significant amount of damage. So we'll try and immobilize him like we have done there. And we've got the flame traps coming up, so he comes back in. But look, he's got 11 stacks of bleed going on him, so he's suffering 1,500 damage per tick there. Really, really high amount of damage going on. And we recap the point, and again, I'll let my pet take him out. Although he does get a, well, we managed to kill the Lord anyway, so it wasn't really needed. So we're back on Legacy again, and this is another match. And I wanted to show you this time we're coming up against a Necromancer, and we also have a Thief. So we're 1 versus 2 here. And this is going to be a significant challenge for this build here. We've only got a little bit of Condi removal. The Necromancer, if they were a much significant Necromancer, will be able to transfer those Condis. But with the amount of, we got a knockdown with the barbed trap, and although we do get downed, if you look at the Thief, he actually had a significant amount of Condis. Look at the burning we're doing. We're doing a lot of burning damage, and we are not, we're downed here. And the pet is really good for the Ranger. It is a really, really powerful resurrecting skill. And this is where the pet comes into main play. But look, we're 1v2, we're both downed, and it's the Ranger that's going to come out on top, defeating the Necro, and then the Thief is easily damaged. So there we go, we defeated 2 enemies at once. A quick demonstration again of the kill against the Chieftain in combat.
Just a quick going explanation to show you how quickly we can actually kill. I mean, look at those. We've got 16 stacks of poison going on, 15 stacks of bleeding, and that's it dead. Really, really quick. Moving on to Kylo, and we're going to have an interesting battle going up here. I believe it's a Mesmer. Yep, so we've got Mesmer straight off the bat, right at the start. You can see he's already got 8 stacks of bleed, 6 stacks of poison. His healing's going to be significantly reduced with those stacks of poison, and that's where, you know, this build really does a lot more damage. You can see here he's going to come in and he's going to port. He's already put a port down already, so he's put his port down. But with the traps, this is going to be a fatal mistake, because what we can do, we can put down the traps right on his portal, and he's going to come in and activate those traps, and he's going to be downed. Really, really easy for us to get that kill there. Very, very useful against the Mesmer, and there we go. So we're going to cleave him down. He's going to try and put some confusion on us. We're in no rush. We've got the point capped. We don't have to bother stomping. It'll just take a bit of time, and we're going to get that kill. And there we go. That is the Mesmer defeated. Again, we're back on Kylo, and we're taking on a Burn Guardian. This is a lot of people wanting to know how to take out Burn Guardians. So you can see here, he's already going for the point. He teleports in. We've got 4 stacks of burning going on us. We'll put down our healing trap. We've got the immobilize going, and we've got a lot of stacks of burning going on him. He's got a lot of stacks of burning. He's got some poison going on him, and he's going to try and heal up. He's got a lot of bleeds on him. 5-6 stacks of bleeds going out now. And we're really pressuring with the burning, and he's down. They're very, very simple, and there we go. That is, he gets the push, knockback, but eventually we're going to take him out. What will happen as well, you're going to have another Guardian that's going to come in and try and take us out. So what we're going to do, standing in his field, so there we go, we've got another Burn Guardian coming towards us. So we'll put down that poison trap, and then the idea really, you shouldn't want to put a lot of traps together when they're initially coming in. So he's got 8 stacks of poison going on him, because we used our short bow skill too, and he's really trying to get rid of those bleed stacks. He got rid of the poison stacks. We're going to daze him with our skill 5 on the short bow. Again, get those poison coming up on him. 4 stacks of poison. It's going to reduce his healing. We've got the confusion going on him by our pet, which is really pretty tanky pet. Good for condition damage, and inflicting weakness, which means he's not criticaling, which means his burning isn't going as quickly, and the thief will come in just to get a little bit of cleave, but there we go, that's it. We were 2 Guardian battles, we beat them both. So that is the Ranger trap build. I'm hoping this has been pretty useful for you. Please let me know any comments in the section below, and I will see you on the next video.